My dad is from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and my mom's from the U.S.
Hey guys, so I'm on Queen's University campus right now, and I want to ask the students why they chose Queen's University and what has been their experiences so far. Yeah, if you're watching this video, please make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. Enjoy this video with me. Alright, so my name is Albert. What's your name?
My name's Faraha.
What's your name?
Sam.
Awesome. Nice name.
Thank you.
Alright, what's your name?
I'm Miriam.
Miriam. Okay, so what are you studying?
Studying classics and archaeology.
And so what year are you?
Fourth.
Fourth
My
year.
last year.
Your last year. So you've got a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Okay, what year are you?
I'm also fourth year.
And what are you studying?
I'm in concurrent education, but also classics and archaeology, but also history.
Where are you from?
I'm born in Quebec, Canada.
But like, where are your parents from?
My dad is from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and my mom's from the U.S.
Wow. Yeah, so you've got the genes of an African, right?
Yes, I've got the name too and the pride along with it.
Wow. Have you been to Africa before?
Not yet.
When are you going?
One day.
No, I'm going to take you to Africa. You have to go back home.
I have to go see my family.
You have to.
Congo
you have to.
first thing. Congo
Yeah.
first thing.
Okay, so now tell me your experience so far. First of all, why did you choose Queen's University in the first place?
The concurrent education program at Queen's is one of the most highly regarded programs for education across Ontario. So that was really a big draw for me. And also for classics, same thing. It's a really strong community here. And I also Queen's is a beautiful, beautiful campus. I came here, I walked around, and I was like, wow, this is really awesome. I want to be here for 4 years.
For 4 years. Wow. And it's been 4 years already. So we'll talk about your experience. So, but why did you choose Queen's?
So for me, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
I heard about the classics program. It's the only one of the schools I applied to that I applied for classics.
Yeah.
I did not know what I wanted to do, but I was like, you know what? This sounds fun. And then when I applied, I came here with my mom and my sister, and I was like, it's actually really nice here. It's beautiful. So it was a little far, but I did not care.
Right. So, but where are you coming from?
I'm from Barrie.
Barrie,
So it's
okay.
about an hour-ish north of Toronto.
Why did you choose to study at Queen's University?
I chose Queen's University after doing a lot of research where they had spoken about their proficiency in their research. I'd like to major in psychology, and the amount of resources that they have once you get in anyhow is really what's enticing me. So with hard work and being able to be accepted, I would like to delve into the development of the child in terms of child psychology, and I'm looking forward to see how Queen's can support me in that regard.
Okay, so what program are you reading?
Arts and science.
Okay, that's nice. What year are you?
First year.
First year. Okay, all right, sure. So what has been your experience so far as a first year student?
So I decided to be off campus for financial means and just for out of comfort. I like to cook. I like to run around.
Yeah.
Everything has been at my disposal. I live near so many grocery stores, a bank, which I really like about Kingston. It has really been funding me in that point. The student discounts are fantastic. You can clearly see that there is a number of stores that are aware of Queen's being there and provide student discounts and stuff like that, and that has helped me along the way. Apart from that, Queen's itself, I'm really appreciative of the clubs, notably the ones that are aimed towards diversity, equity, and inclusion. More notably, the Black Student Caucus or the Yellow House. Or even Faith and Spiritual Learning, where they essentially have groups that are aimed towards people who are seeking support and seeking inclusion and seeking mentors that support them throughout the university year, which was quite fickle back when I was in Quebec. So I really appreciate it. It was slightly overwhelming on my part, but I'd like to make the most of the people who want to support people like me, and especially as a new student at Queen's.
It's been 4 years on Queen's University campus. What has been your experience so far?
It's been pretty good. The classics department, because it's very small, the professors are super devoted to the subject, and they're very friendly, and they definitely care about you as a student and an individual, because I've heard from like U of T, you're a number there. So I'm that's not I would like to be a person.
Your experience?
Oh yeah, same kind of
4
thing.
years,
It's been pretty good. I think most of the departments here are pretty awesome. Like the history department is also pretty small, so it's big, but it's still smaller than many. So same thing. There's a good community. I mean, Queens is changing a little bit now with some of the stuff going on, cuts, things like that. And I mean, they've been changing stuff with the majors, so incoming students will have a slightly different experience. There's more opportunity to do like double majors and stuff like that now for incoming students, so that's kind of awesome. But for myself, it's been pretty good. I know if you go into good extracurriculars, you're good.
Any worst experience so far?
Any worst experiences?
Because it's been 4 years. I mean,
Yeah.
it should be all good.
Yeah, I mean, recently the university's been trying to do some cuts to a bunch of different programs, and classics and archaeology is one of the first ones kind of on the cutting table. So last year and part of this year have been a lot of kind of advocating for our department, especially considering our department was actually one of the first ones to ever run at Queen's. On the first day that Queen's ever operated, Latin and Greek were two of the first classes. So, trying to make sure that part of Queen's history isn't destroyed is pretty challenging.
All right, so you moved from Quebec to Kingston, Ontario, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is the difference in terms of cost of living, living experience, and all of that?
I couldn't really answer it as this is pretty much my first year moving out and fending for myself as a student. I don't have any other experiences to delve off of. However, I am trying to compare it to say any other place further down the GTA. I definitely wouldn't have been able to afford that. Another thing that a component that really helped me was finding proper housing with a landlord, and he had studied here at Queen's and had decided to make student living more affordable on his own accord, which I really appreciate.
Wow. Okay, so if you want to give an advice to someone who wants to study at Queen's University this fall or next year, what would that advice be?
That advice would be to do research on Queen's, make sure that everything is up to date, make sure that everything is adhering to your needs. Will they adhere to them? Where do you go to ask for help? And if all else fails, find the department and walk there.
Find a department
Go
and work
there.
there. Go there and go ask.
Talk to someone face to face if you can. It is a perfect opportunity to practice your confidence and advocacy for any sort of aid, which they have. And if they don't have it, again, speak up. Queens is a place where we're having a protest right now. They're pretty open to the concept of expression. The desire for any help with courses, your academic journey, your mental health, or physical health, it's a walk away. So take advantage of that if you're on campus.
I mean, I love the black girl excellence. You're truly from Congo.
I'd like to think it's a human thing, but yes, I accredit my heritage.
Yeah, some people are timid, but I mean, I like your
I
confidence.
accredit that to my family, definitely.
Right. So now that you were born in Quebec, if you want to teach me some 1 or 2 French, all I know in French is Je m'appelle Albert, like I mentioned. J'ai 27 and what again? Je travaille. What's travail?
Donc, ce que tu fais, what you're doing is that you are pronouncing every single letter between
I'm not
the
speaking
words.
it.
For example, you're saying travail,
Yeah.
but you're kind of unsure as to what should be spoken and what shouldn't. If you have an A-I-L-L, it's an I. Donc, it's
Aïe.
travail. Je travaille
Je travaille.
à l'université de Queens.
It's okay.
Voilà. Yes. Hey.
D'accord. All right. So I appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye. What are you looking at doing in the future?
I mean, hopefully teaching. I'm open to a bunch of different things, right? Education can take you to a bunch of different places, but hopefully I'm going to start out teaching history and English and possibly even Latin.
So, any worst experience so far?
Not particularly. I would say probably a lot of the stuff going on last year that we were really worried about cuts to programs. And I was like, I need these classes to run, so I have credits for a master's because I was like, my future is kind of being threatened here. But overall, not terrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so if someone is watching this video and wants to attend Queens next year or this fall, what's your advice for such a person?
I mean, looking at the Queen's websites and making sure that you know what different programs we offer and what they kind of have, like what they have in terms of, different experiences. So, for example, like classics, we have archaeological digs you can go on, and a bunch of different departments have very similar experiences that you can do, like internships, things like that. Really, just seeing what your options are, and obviously, as much as I love Queen's, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be the right school for every single person. So, just making sure that you're comparing your different options and seeing what would fit best for you.
Do you have any advice?
Not particularly. I would say to be wary of the budget cuts because they're still trying to do them. So I would also just keep in mind that that is something that's happening. So you have to make sure that you also look at other schools that's not so big of an issue that you might have a better chance at.
Okay. But before I leave, is it expensive to live in Kingston?
Oh, I love living in Kingston. It's a really, really, really beautiful city. Queen's campus is right on the water. Like, I can literally see the water right now where I'm sitting.
Island is frozen right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit frozen. And, like, the downtown core is really awesome. There's, like, I think we have the highest number of restaurants per capita in the country. Like, we've got that record.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff to do. I mean, like, I'm not necessarily really a partier, but if you're a partier, there's a huge party scene here.
I know the nightlife is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful city.
Okay. Thank you very much for taking time to be part of this interview. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Okay, so